Hey yo, how's it going everyone? Entropy here today with another live. So today we are just going to be doing some grinding on ladder for the Suisei tickets. Last time we talked about it briefly with the video and our last live stream. And just to clarify some things to begin with, you have to win at rank fight in order to get the 5 packs. So that's just something to note. If you want to grind for them, you can't just VP farm. You have to go through all the games and try to win. Other than that, of course, character fights is a way to go. And I have definitely been spending a bit of gems. I've spent a bit of gems on character fights over the weekend because it was guaranteed drops. And I thought it might be nice to open up a bit more packs because my SB luck isn't going so well. Hasn't been going so well. So. Yeah. Gotta get more packs in. And hopefully we pull some SP Suisei. Yeah, I think overall this event is pretty nice. Even if you don't end up pulling it, because the rates are pretty absurd. 0.01%. It's insane. You can still, guarantee an exchange, right? So I think that aspect is definitely a positive. And like you don't have to go with rank fight. You can always use character fight and stuff. Like at minimum, as long as you log in, you will be able to get 4 copies. So that's good. It's good. It's good. Hey Charles, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Alright, so I guess let's just go straight into some ranked. Get some packs in. And yeah, last time we were at around Legend 11. So we made a bit of progress since last time, and honestly, I've been fixing around with my Eradicate list. I dropped one of the Saucer Cannon Viper, and I dropped the Desert Gunner, grade 2. I honestly wasn't really too comfortable with that card, so I thought, might as well try out more Death Scythe, since you are probably going to play more of that, moving with the Forerunner nerfs. And it turns out it was a pretty good choice. Honestly, it was pretty good. Death Scythe does come in clutch, and it's solid. So yeah, so someone was asking about schedules with the channel. It's like we're throwing away the Sentinel because it's OTT, and most OTT decks play Silent Top. And yeah, so some people were asking about a schedule with the channel, and so just wanted to clarify some things. For this channel, I am trying to do 3-ish uploads a week, so 2 on the weekdays and 1 on the weekend. Usually the 1 on the weekend is going to be the big news, so it's just a news recap, and then on the weekdays it's either going to be a stream or a video. Just depends on what's up. It also depends on if I actually roll on it or not, because I'm a free-to-play player, so I can't like do deck overviews for every single deck that comes out. Nor will I be able to do some like niche decks. Generally speaking, I just don't have the cards for them. So that's a bit difficult, but yeah. Hope you all understand. Some people were like, "Oh, why don't you spend money in this game? Because you're a content creator. Because that's what you expect, right?" But that is just how it is. Not everyone has the disposable income for Vanguard, especially. you know, especially with the rates, you know. And I personally think that if you're just playing, if you're just having fun, you can, and even if you want to play competitively, you don't need every single deck. And I'm not confident in piloting certain clans as well. Like if I give you advice for clans that I don't play at all, like if I touched it like once just because I wanted to make a video, I think that's quite unfair as well, right? I don't even have that experience, so that's an excuse to refrain from playing certain clans. But yeah, I mean, overall, Eradicators are just pretty disgusting. Like, not gonna lie, it's really autopilot, and there isn't much thinking to do. They just hit face. But yeah, welcome. We see Wahid. I'm so sorry, I butchered that name. What is my favorite clan? If you check out the well, it's obviously gonna be Shadow Paladin. It's obviously gonna be Shadow Paladin. I love the aesthetic. I'm edgy as boy. And Phantom Blaster Dragon is really sick. I really like the concept. So yeah, that's why I chose him as the channel logo. But I'll say I do enjoy like other clans. I like Link Joker. I like Echo Force. Antagonist clans kind of are fun. I like clans that have more interactability. And yeah, I mean, strong clans are always nice. Like Narukami, they're always consistently pretty good. So, yeah. I think it also depends on your taste. Like for me, I don't really like solo charge clans, like Dark Irregulars, Pale Moon, Genesis. Like I'll play them. I think they're fun, but it's hard to pilot because you have more room for error, right? And you're adding an extra layer of variables into play. So I mean, the good thing is you can blame RNG more. The bad thing is you have to rely on RNG, and you're introducing more RNG. And I like to play consistent. I like to play. I know what I need to do, and I know what to do, and I keep it clean, simple, and win games. That's my play style. I still use the Shadow Paladin Revenger even with Stride. It's so much fun. I know they even had Revenger Stride support. You know, there's Drag Ruler, even though that one was pretty eh. There was the Raging Form one, so definitely really solid clan and support. Julio Sanchez, how's it going, man? Good to see you again. And his mental breakdown. Hello, Entropy. Oh, why are you typing like that? Are you sarcastic? Gosh. Yeah, we were just talking about how I'm playing a lot of Eradicators recently because it's super brain dead. I'm trying to study for exams or work on my assignments and like, you know, presentations, and then, you know, I kind of want to win too, because you need to win to get these waifu packs. So that's the plan. That's the plan. Prestige, how's it going, yo? Again with another, yes it is. Yes it is. Another stream. Another day. Yeah, so as exam season is ramping up, you know, probably gonna I've been trying to record videos more consistently throughout the last few days. So I have a steady stream of content, I guess. So I don't appear lazy and dead channel. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Eradicators because it's honestly doesn't really take that much effort. It's not gonna offend anyone. It's just good. It's just so good. You know, retire, crit, restand. Disgusting. So yeah, I was just doing some like assignments today, this afternoon, and I just got like a 15 win streak just playing blindly. I was like, oh, misplay. Yeah, it's okay. It's Eradicators. Who cares? You're still gonna win. What are you gonna do? Meta's mental breakdown says, you have online exams in 2 days, but I need to grind for the gems and Ashley. You forgot grinding for Suisei, right? That's the main point. Like Ashley, who that, right? Gems to roll character fights. Yes. Prestige says, oh damn, beat me to Legend 20, just got to Legend 19. Yeah, we just got to Legend 20 this afternoon. So, had some time to just sit down and do some chill work. Not too much effort. So, it's nice. It's, you know, it turns out if you play meta decks, it's a good time. It's a good time in terms of winning. Might not be the most fun, but it's a good time in terms of winning, and you know, winning is fun most of the time. So yeah, a man has mental breakdown. You're only Legend 11. It's time to catch up. Come on, we're halfway through the season. Gotta get your Ashleys. Come on, at least Legend 20. I think you can do it. I believe in you. Or is it the Descendant turn? I think it's the Descendant turn. The problem I've been noticing by playing more Dragonic Death Scythe is, you know, obviously Descendant's harder to proc, but overall, I think it's still pretty solid. Remember to hit your 21k column. If your opponent's at 4, your first attack hits 11, your second attack should hit 21. Okay, so this way you hit your 21k column. Even if your opponent hits a trigger, your rearguard column will still, you know, pressure for 1 damage. And then we're gonna attack Vanguard first, because our opponent has shown 0 sentinels. So it's highly likely to have 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, but alright. Man has mental breakdown. Your goal is Legend 25. I think Legend 25 is pretty solid. All right, this is 2. Do they have 3? Do they have 3? If they have 3, then Brain Dead Tactics is over. Then I'm brain dead. Prestige says, I mostly did it with Kagero, and scuffed up Tsukiyomi wasn't fun either, especially Suk. So many smooth brain moments. Yo, at least for Tsukiyomi, you have to remember your stack, right? So yeah. Packs. Yes, very nice. Very nice. I mean, Kagero, what are you playing with Kagero, Prestige? Like, what's interesting? What do you think about the Gatling Claw Dragon nerf? You know, not a lot of people are playing Gatling Claw because Conroe is just generally better, or generally seen to be better, but so here's an interesting question. In terms of starters, right? Since we just had, like, you know, Saishin nerfed, Lin Chu nerfed, Gatling Claw Dragon nerfed, a lot of starters got nerfed. Do you think, if you're familiar with the TCG, do you think that the TCG's approach with the reboot was the right way to make all the starters 6k homogeneous on Ride Draw 1? Do you think that's a good thing? Right? Or do you think it's fair to have a little bit of flavor in exchange for a little bit of imbalance, right? You know, obviously retire clans, like, oh, it's a VP farmer. Nice, free win. Like, in terms of flavor, Narukami has those snipes, Kagero has those retires, but other clans won't have access to that. You know, in terms of card quality, right? Like, you know, even though Kagero has Gatling Claw Dragon, they won't play Gatling Claw because they have Conroe. So the question is, you know, should we give all clans the same starter? Should we give all clans a starter that retires starters? You know, what are we trying to do here? Do we want a standardized early game? Or do we want some flavor or interesting dynamics? I think it's interesting. Prestige says, just the usual DN, except with all the 10k since I lack multiple copies of Bellicosity. Me too. I think I only have 1 copy. Because back then you wouldn't really play the Bellicosity, because you're going to play your Unflipper, your Berserk Dragon, your Striken, all the good stuff. And what's it called? Tejas, right? So you don't really have place for the 9+3, but right now I think the optimal build, you probably will want to play that, but me too. I mean, right now Kagero, can Kagero play 12 10Ks? You have the Nihadam, You have the you can play 13 10Ks: Nehalem, Striken, Seal Dragon, and Suisei. So there. If you want to play 10K pure defense, you can go for it. Even though I definitely won't recommend it. It's definitely nice for the 10K vanilla memes. And as Mental Breakdown says, I don't know, but I prefer the skills on starters because it's just very basic to draw one. I see. I mean, in terms of premium, most decks have shifted to just the draw one because getting that extra draw is generally more value than having that niche skill, that conditional skill. You'd rather just draw into your combo pieces. But I'm not really familiar with premium anyways, so I really shouldn't be commenting on that. I don't think I have the expertise to comment on that. But yeah. And if anyone still needs to do their friend fight, we can still do that. But yeah, you should get to that. She says, if everyone has access to a starter sniper, then that make for weird game state really, especially since other clans don't have their own energy chargers or Phoenix. Yeah. But, you know, some clans like Dark Regulars, Genesis, Pale Moon, you know, they want the soul in general. Yeah, what else? What am I trying to get at? I mean, Kagero doesn't have a energy charger or a Phoenix. Yeah, I guess they're not playing Gauntlet. They're not playing what's it called? Gatling Claw Dragon for that reason. Maybe another VP farmer. Oh yeah, I'm trying to bait people to come over and join our stream with my new tagline. It's not check me out on YouTube. It's live on YouTube. So hopefully we get some more viewers and some more attention. You know, stream snipers is a positive thing, right? It means that they care enough to come check out your channel, and I'm confident enough to beat them anyways. So VP farmers. Prestige says, I'm up for a friend fight even though I already got one out. I feel bad for the guy, though, since I managed to draw into all my PGs since I was playing Suk again for that. Why are you playing Suk for friend fight, yo? I mean, ideally, I'd want to stick with grinding. Like, if you don't have your mission yet, then I'd help y'all out. But I got my mission done, so maybe we can focus on getting the waifu packs. And then at the end of the stream, we can open them up. So that'd be fun. Skylark, okay, I'm trying to share first. Share first. Didn't you... Are you first on ladder? Yeah, I mean... What do you think? Oh, okay, honestly, okay, I want to hear your thoughts, right? Like, what do you think about the whole 13 rank first place kind of situation last season? Like, you know, is it a thumbs up, thumbs down? Like, you know, what are your thoughts? I think it's interesting because I hear both sides. Like, I understand, but I think it's more of the developer side for letting this happen. But I think, you know, there's an argument against exploiting it. There's an argument for sharing rewards, you know. So. Prestige says, oh, mostly because I already blew through most of my other decks playing against my actual friends. Yeah, I mean, I think you're waiting for set 11, right? If I remember so. Waiting for more Kagero stuff. So today I'm probably gonna keep this a short stream. I have a class in the morning, and then I have presentation in the afternoon. So gonna get some sleep, go memorize my script and lines and all that, which I should honestly script my YouTube videos, but it's just more fun impromptu, you know? You get to comment on stuff that happens in game more often rather than just it's too mechanical. Prestige says, yep, set 11 for the Dauntless Drive Dragon, though I wouldn't mind the new Aquaforce stuff either. Yeah, for everyone who's tuning in right now, not really familiar with the channel, which shouldn't be any of you, I will be uploading my clan overview, the set overview, that I usually do on Thursday. So in 3 days, we will have that, and you can check out my thoughts and opinions on what's to come next month in global. You know, what kind of events there are, what kind of clans there are, what cards I think are particularly valuable. So yeah, I mean, if you ask me right now, I'll still tell you. but I think that's something to look forward to. I think those are my most popular videos. So that's something. Skylark says, now waiting for set 12, set 11 already have enough material to craft. Yeah, myself as well. I'm ready to craft 4 triple rare Kageros and 2 Aquaforce triple rares right now. Hopefully get it to 4 before the end of the month. But yeah, I'm grinding for Kagero, Aquaforce, Nova Grapplers, and obviously Shadow Paladin. So that's my 4 targets moving forward. Rommel Bartolome, welcome, welcome. I think it's okay, as it doesn't really affect the players who are above top 100, and if they got it by playing and not cheating, I guess it's fine. No, that's fair, that's fair. I mean, you know, whether you're top 10 or top 5 or whatever, you know, you obviously have to put time and effort into it. So yeah. A man has mental breakdown. When was Mirakumo coming global? That is in 1 week. I think it's in 1 week. So in JP, I talk about this in the video as well. In JP, the calendar, they start with a Mirakumo event at the beginning of the month, and then they had the Suisei event, the Hololive event in the second half of the month, alongside a Bermuda Cup. But I think they shifted it around. They had the Hololive first, and then we're going to get the Mirakumo next. So that is cool. A man has mental breakdown says, I have 0 triple rares I can craft for Kagero. You know, you gotta grind. Christy says, around next season, if I remember, since Tachi comes on set 11 and Grand Blue set 12. Yes, that is right, Prestige. 100%. 100%. Yeah. And then in JP, for set 11, Tachi came first, and then the Halloween Dice event came second. So that is how it is. I believe Grand Blue came first as well. I believe so. But I don't remember what event they had. Oh, they had the other Hololive event. Yes. So that is what they had. They had the Grand Blue event, and then they had the Hololive event. So bueno. All right, this is not good. No PGs is scary against MLB. Confirm. Naru players. Yes, we are brain dead Naru players right now. I was just talking about how, you know, I mean, don't blame me. You know, we kind of want to play. I mean, we kind of want to win. And I'm especially try hard because we get packs out of Suisei packs out of it if we win. So that's just how it is, fam. Yeah, yo, you know, it's like if you win using less effort and less skill, like go for it. Especially it depends on what your goal is, right? If you're trying to win, meta decks. There's a reason why they're meta. If you're trying to have fun, you know, that depends on each their own. Do I think Eradicators are fun? Not really. I think they're more oppressive than fun. But can I deny that they're good? I can't deny that. They're just so good. If you're trying to win, if I'm trying to grind packs, gotta win. So this is just how it is. I'm sorry. I sold my soul to the waifus. Ooh, Vanguard first. Hit the heal trigger right here to prove me right. Nope. Okay. Prestige says, oof, Halloween on New Year's. Haha, that'd be a riot if they stick it. I think they'd actually give us the they'd probably give us the New Year, the one from JP, the one their second dice event, the Misaki and Emi one in kimono. So that's super super neat, and definitely looking forward to that. Yeah, just like how they gave us Christmas in December, right? A Man Has Mental Breakdown says, grinding materials for set 12, Dex Gold, Nova, Norkami, Royals for Ashley, Reverse. Neat. I think that's a good lineup. Confirm says, they are the best deck, so no wonder. Definitely no wonder, right? I mean, yeah, it's just good. Man Has Mental Breakdown says, seeing JP Vanguard 0 animations, and I love the way Kamui Reverse chants Sternblau Kluger. I didn't know he has a chant for Sternblau Kluger, but that's definitely neat. I mean, honestly, for JP, most of my spend more time looking into Ethics Reverse, so don't blame me. Ethics Reverse is a neat boy. She says, Erad's, in my opinion, isn't really too oppressive. Have been doing well against them, and I mostly use Kagero. I think, in terms of toolkit, Eradicators has more stuff. But I think, you know, Kagero, the good thing about Kagero against Eradicators is you have... should I snipe? I think it's okay to snipe. I think, you know, especially just starting with Conroe is already a huge advantage, right? If you have this Conroe or Mecha Trainer, it means that you can PG away those crits. And Kagero also is just more flexible in terms of gameplay. Like, you know, Draconic Overlord can still clear field. You know, you have cards like Berserk Dragon or Strike In to promote early game aggro, which Break Ride decks obviously are weak against. So I think overall though, against most matchups, I think Eradicators are still supreme. But, you know, Kagero obviously still has its place, being the proper control clan. Khan says, I'm not complaining about the triggers always on their side for some reason, especially heal. I mean, that's cognitive, that's just bias, right? Confirmation bias. Like, it's obviously going to feel worse when your opponent heals or hits a trigger than when you hit a trigger. So, you know, that's probably just how you recognize it. Or maybe it's just like, you know, for very handful number of games you are just very, very, very unlucky. And that could happen too. But in general, I think, you know, obviously trigger luck plays a role, but overall, if you play like 100 games or 1,000 games, of course it should matter, but does it matter that much? I don't think so, honestly. Prestige says, oh, best Kamui right voice line is 100% extreme. It's super hype. Extreme? Extreme. Okay. I'm more of a reverse fanboy, so there's that. Skylark says, okay, tell me how I expect Revenger Dragooler Phantom in Vanguard 0. The deal damage mechanism, should it be deal damage with trigger nullified? It should not. It should not be a deal damage trigger nullified. I don't think so. Because dealing damage straight up is already oppressive enough. If you nullify triggers, you open a huge box of worms, a huge can of worms. Right, like, because Dragooler deals damage and it already gets +10, your rearguards can plus a lot of power, like +3 when you call something and all that stuff. There's a lot of shenanigans you can do. So honestly, I don't think that they need to nullify triggers. I think it's really strong enough. Manus Mental Breakdown says, when I don't get my draw triggers in the Rads, it can actually suck for Descendant, and that is why we play 9 draws instead of 9 crits. Right? I mean, unless you want to go for that YOLO Superior Ride 9 crit Descendant, hope you proc like 4 crits in a row and win game, then rationally, then you should go with the standard 9 draw build. Just more stable. Romel says, thoughts on global and why we don't have a large scale tournament like JP Vanguard 0 Championship Tournament. I don't like it. I think global tried to do like sponsorship with PPG, Pro Play Games, and have them do it or organize it, but I don't think they support Vanguard 0 anymore. So after the summer one, we never got any continuation for the format. Obviously, as a player that tries to be competitive when I have the time to, it sucks because the rewards are really good. Obviously, having the name out there for publicity is really good. Like, I've been working on this channel for like half a year. I have topped on ladder, and I've been playing, I've been playing tournaments here and there, playing consistently, building all the good stuff most of the time, and it's hard to, honestly, it's, at the end of the day, of course my gameplay and everything has to improve, but winning some rewards or just having some more stuff, some more content, definitely helps, or even just publicity, right? It definitely helps. Like, sometimes it gets sad when people unsubscribe or nothing much happens with the channel, because it does take up time from my end, but I can't say it's not fun though. It's definitely really fun. Just yeah. And as mental breakdown, same effect. Maybe nerf it by giving counterblast. Maybe. Prestige says true. Going dry games or Eradicator sucks. It's strong when you get going and still has a script for the games. For that comeback, but when you're sinking, it's sinking deep. Yeah, definitely. It's swing or miss most of the time. That's why the deck building, I think, is the most interesting part of Eradicators. Like, how wide do you want to swing? Right? If you're playing more Phoenixes, if you're playing more Polluxes, you're sacrificing that huge string, right? That 3 to 6 kind of swing, but you're gaining that consistency and drawing what you want. So you have to find that balance yourself, and it really is dependent on your playstyle. So yeah. Voing Sword Dragon. This is a bit of a... Opponent doesn't seem to want to fill up their front. So sniping that wild hitter might be the right play. Oh, hey, how's it going, Ek? He says, I run a lot of draw power in Ethics Cloud to make the Unga Bunga combo much more consistent. Remember, on top of having the pieces, you also need to discard for... Yeah, you need to discard too. So the weakness against of spikes is if you get rushed before you put your opponent to 3 or 4, it's over. Right? You don't want to break ride, but there's no other way of generating like multi-attack or generating a like advantage other than top decking with Devil Summon. So yeah, that's why I played out the Descendant. Just push. Amanda's mental breakdown says, I was suffering to get to Legend 11 yesterday and Ezo played double 6 damage heals field spam. And it happens, right? It happens. What can you do? What can you say? X says, more draw engines help on both fronts. Entropy. Anthony Gonzalez, how's it going? Entropy, I don't like Eradicators because they're so oppressive. Yeah, because I'm trying to win, bro. Right? I'm trying to win. Trying to not really think about the game and like talk to y'all. And it's easier this way, If I'm playing Genesis, I'm like doing the math, and I'm not smart enough to do 2 things at once. So rats honestly aren't as annoying as MLB. It was in the TCG, but I healed 4 times in one game with great nature. Well, most of the time we don't heal 4 times in a row, right? So there's that. Ah, they put us to... They ended up proccing that wild hitter. Good for them. Alright, we only have one heal left in the deck. And this is a 14k column. The Vanguard is 19k column. So we're going to attack rearguard first. Alright, next turn we just break right into Descendant, win game. Easy. It triggers, win game. Mana's Mental Breakdown says, should we snipe? I don't think it's necessary. I think it's fine. The new Isabel deck stacks top 3 and can then draw mill the non-triggers to guarantee trigger checks. I ended up stacking all 4 heals in a single game. Oh, you mean standard. I was like, you know. Alright, because you were talking about MLB. My impression of, like, even though I do have the reboot MLB, my impression of MLB is always going to be the original. So that's my bad, yeah. That's true. Skylark says, it's true. It hurts when Maelstrom trying to win with 2 crit to get the 6 damage, but the opponent gets double heal trigger. So lucky trigger. I mean, yeah, it happens. It happens, yeah. Not giving us that 4th damage. Okay. Okay, I see. We have 2 PGs, pretty comfortable. If I'm not, there's no other play, so it's gotta play out the intercepts. And let's see a draw trigger. Nothing. Okay. Voidbuster, how's it going, Voidbuster? I don't mind playing Eradicators. Players playing Eradicators if that's their preferred playstyle, though I do dislike them sealing and retiring my interceptors when I'm at 5 damage. Yeah, like how can you? It's too much. It's too much. Too many aggressive options for one clan. It says the one time Glory messed me up was when I discarded my break right target. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's something we have to be aware of, right? It's just so if you like Glory, you know, if you like Glory, like Skylark does, then Transcore Dragon, the new break ride, is definitely for you. Skill 1 break ride. Your Vanguard gets 10k obviously, and then the skill is your opponent has to discard a card at random in order to use their Sentinel. So the break ride, you know, forces your opponent to get rid of a card. Glory forces your opponent to get rid of a grade 3, and then hopefully you got rid of their Sentinel before that, Sentinel or grade 3 before that, and then Glory just woo, and then you win. Mana has X has the Aquas are going to get to drop it really hard. Set 11 revitalizes them, but it's short lived. And I agree. Like if you look at the results, like it's silent. It's silent. It's radio silence. And one of the reasons why I think is because people are afraid of lock. One lock play ends like Aqua Force career, but you can't force that for multi attack anymore. It's over. Unless you choose to play those suboptimal cards. Alright, opponent. If our opponent has 2 PGs, or if we don't hit like 4 triggers, then we lose, but we don't have 4 triggers, so I don't even know why I put the Rising Phoenix in front. Oh, it's over. GG. And we hit 20 viewers, so that's super neat. Hope everyone's having a good day. By the way, if you're free, hit that like button. Help me out here, please, please. Break Ride era's meta was all control decks and it really screwed Aquaforce hard. Yeah, that's true. I am looking forward to Maelstrom Reverse though. I think it does give them a good balance between, you know, the value engine that Maelstrom gives you and the try to win games Glory engine. So Revengers was the only not fully controlled deck that was meta this era. Even they had like control options, right? So with Blaster Dark and all that. So hey, Peppermint Bailey, how's it going? Thanks for joining us today. Yeah, it's nice. And I really appreciate your comments that you left the other day. Like, especially like for me, I'm a very shy and nervous person myself, and it took a lot for me to be more open and try new things. So it struck a chord with me. So I really appreciate it, and hope you keep enjoying the streams and all that content to come. Next says Legion Arrow was full of glory effects with extra crits. Definitely, Legion Arrow was definitely fun. You know, you either get restand or crits. You either get restanding or crits. Name a clan that doesn't get that. And a man has mental breakdown. Says, why didn't you call out Shuki? Because I wanted to use Descendant. Yeah, I wanted to activate Descendant by accident discarding 2. Gary, thank you. Yeah. What? Psychic Mill? Nani? Confused Pikachu face. Why would you toss a 4K to front row? It's impossible to hit you. You don't have Twin Drive, right? Just bait? Is it trying to bait me? Yeah, whatever. Darth Lemon 66. I just got here. Why does everything sound like it's being played twice? It's a horrible echo. Is it? Hold up. I don't know. Is that going on? I don't know. Is that happening for anyone else? But yeah, welcome. Anthony says, hey Entropy, in JP they're adding new Liberator support. We don't have any reveals yet for the new set. So not sure. Maybe set 14, maybe. Anthony said, Peppermint Bailey, what was Maelstrom Reverser skill? Let me toss that into the chat, cause I'm very behind on the comments. I apologize. So this situation right now is exactly the opposite of what you want against Spike Brothers. You want to be able to challenge them with their rush. Right? You want, so in any matchup against Spike Brothers, you want your opponent to break red first. And it's a little dance. Mental Breakdown says, there's Garmor next for Liberators. Yes, in set 12, there's Garmors. But in JP, we don't know when we're getting Easel Scissors or Alfred and stuff like that yet. X says, Glory aren't that hard to deal with in Zero, just add a cost for PG. Sometimes like Yagdarasil may not be that good. We'll have to see. Axel, which deck is good anti-rush? Kagero. I think Kagero is good anti-rush. Or just play Link Joker or something when it comes out. Anthony says, Breakdown and his effect is, oh yeah, just check out the link. Prestige says they added Garmor Liberator. The others, though, aren't Liberators but more Garmor support. Yes. X says it does get an extra crit if it doesn't hit and you do the Terran draw. Yeah. So it's like a mix between OG Maelstrom and Glory Maelstrom. So that's good. Prestige says I forgot the name, but the 7K grade 1 and calls when boosting Blaster Blade Liberator. I forgot as well. So this is okay. I guess we have to go for the catch-up mechanic with Gauntlet Buster Dragon. Alright, so ping that. Reckless Express. When this unit hits text and last one. Peppermint Bailey says it is there, but it's not annoying to me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know what's up. I tried changing locations, but yeah, sorry. Man has mental breakdown. Rest and lock 1. From my point of view, you and the game are echoing. Okay. See him. He's talking about room echo, but only when you speak loud. But it is very low. Okay. So maybe I'll try to. Okay. Anyone have any suggestions for reducing room echo? Okay. Yes. All right. So let's see. How to reduce echo in a room? Cover the floor. Not my apartment. Cover the walls and windows. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's try that. And then furnishing and okay. Let's try covering the windows. I'll be back in a second. Let's see. If it's the 4th battle or more, get 0422. I assume he's talking about the room. Okay. Yeah, we can hear you laugh and clear. Well, yeah, laugh about it. I will be back. All right. Is it slightly better? I don't even think it's gonna make a difference, but bear with me. I'm not at my own apartment right now, so. Pretty good card. Peppermint Bailey says, I can see that being really good, especially with transfer. Definitely going to be interesting. You know, of course, reverse is going to be a cross ride. So if you want to play, you know, the 13k base, you can do that too. You can play a pure Maelstrom. You can mix it with the break rides. And there are definitely other Aquaforce boss units as options too. Of course, you might still want to play with Humanti. So there's a lot of ideas floating around. But we'll have to really see what's up. Prestige says there's always insulating foam, but that's costly. Let me search up what that is. Ooh. That's fun. Doesn't. But yeah. Amanda's mental breakdown says, even if it doesn't hit you, you get to +2 with the draw and retire. Yeah, so just slightly better. Voidbuster says, just a teeny tiny bit of echo, but everything's fine. Yeah, appreciate it for sticking around with us. Bad heal though. Yeah, and our opponent's not playing out a single rearguard to avoid the Gauntlet Buster, getting the extra crit. But we actually have the Descendant, so. All right, let's go for the kill. Maelstrom essentially is the evil side of Aquaforce. Neil played Maelstrom when he was the villain, then there was a Maelstrom reverse. Yes, in the anime. I feel like set 14 is going to be packed with a lot of iconic cards. I think so too. I feel like they nerfed Unicorn for a reason. Was it a... One trigger left. Is this good enough? It's not. It's not good enough. Oh well, that's game. Damn. That 100% win streak. GGWP. I think Chaos Breaker Dragon, so Link Joker is going to get support, Gold Paladin is going to get support, Dimension Police is going to get support, and then one extra wild pick. I think Jewel Knights or Angel Feathers, one of them. Maybe both. But something like that, roughly like that, I think would be nice. Darth Lemon 66, don't worry about the room echo. Nothing much to do about it. I thought it might be a stream thing. I'm certainly wrong. I apologize for that. Obviously, I don't want to hear you. I want to give you a shitty echo experience, but not smart enough to deal with this kind of thing. So, all right, with the L, I guess it's time to open some waifu packs. Manage Mental Breakdown, yeah, that's why I've been saving up unless they put Chaos back, but I don't think they will do that. Yeah. Spikes in their heals almost every game. Well, yeah, because they can recycle heals, right? So the odds of them checking a heal is probably higher. Like, drawing it is not a dead card anymore. Herman Bailey, it would be iconic having Chaos Breaker Dragon come out at the beginning of the new year. You know, to celebrate the year of the Chaos Breaker Dragon, of course. Alright, did we see anything? Or April for Global, which would be also a good time as the Joker of Link Joker. I think Angel Ramio Reverse and Ashley Reverse will come out set 14. I think it's what did we get for set 14 in the TCG? Let's see. BT. Brilliant Strike. So yeah, this is where we're at right now, 4,883. And non-cray elementals. We have one! We have one! We did it! We just need 3 more. Just need 3 more. So that happened off stream, obviously, but I gotta flex, you know. I've seen everyone flexing, and here I am. So set 14, we had Royal Paladin, Gold Paladin, Genesis, Kagero, Narukami, Royal. We went through Murakumo, Neo Nectar. Yeah, 7 clans in the TCG. Usually we see 4 to 5 clans in this game. So, and also we're behind on some cards like Chaos Breaker Dragon. So it's a mixed bag. But should we play something else? Or do we like winning? Is this it? Is this the Eradicator stream? Chaos conveniently comes out in 0 and Standard around the same time. Oh yeah. It's coming back to the CCG, so that's cool. Christy says, "Oh right, Daikaiser might be coming soon. Excited for that, but mostly because Different Fight's enthusiasm rubbed off on me." Yeah, that's definitely true. I love Different Fight. Love his Dayusha love. But unfortunately, Dimension Police hasn't been performing well. And hopefully, Daikaiser and the support will bring them up and give them some spotlight. And as Mental Breakdown says, if Ashley Reverse comes out with Chaos, that is going to be one of my favorite sets. It's going to be pretty sick. V, am I late? You are. We've been streaming for an hour. I think I'm going to stick for at most another 30 minutes. But, also, anniversary for us is in April, if I'm not wrong. That is true. That is true. What did you think about the anniversary treatment for Global? Like half-year anniversary, JP got it for set 7, and Global got it for set 8. Personally, I think that getting it on set 8 is probably for the better, because it has more, you know, it has the cross rides, it had Easel, it had Dungaree, it had more, you know, iconic units over set 7. But obviously, if you wanted to play, Bermuda or Great Nature and all that, then you'd obviously rather have the medals there. But overall, though, I think these small differences do chalk up, but they're fine. They're fine. Why did I ride Death Sight? I shouldn't have rode Death Sight. Should have rode the Plasma one. Ethics Reverse and Aqua Force and Angel Feathers. Ethics Buster Reverse we have in set 12. So X says, Gold's Murakumo, Neonectar, Narukami every time. Yeah. Julio says, I managed to pull a SP Suisei. Congrats, congrats. Waifu is Laifu. Set 14 also debuted Quintet Walls, but no idea how that's supposed to work in Zero. I mentioned Quintet Walls in the Sentinel update. I think they might save it for the future, for Legion era. Because they didn't get a new type of Sentinel for Legion, right? So I think they're going to save it for Legion because it has more synergy with Legion, and we'll see what it does then. X says, you're thinking set 16 after Glenios? I missed that conversation. X says, no Quintet Wall debuted late Brave Ride era, but no one used them until Legion. Yeah, I know. It debuted in that, Aichi used it first, right? When he is like, one card left, oh no, he can't guard, it's such a big number. And then he Quintet Walled. It's like, I remember that. Pepperidge Farm remembers. But I don't think they want to add a new mechanic right now, just yet. I think it's smarter for them to save it and release it for the next generation, so then there's a new reason to use Sentinel medals. I think to don't like make it too. Get rid of that tilde. No plussing for you today, man. Government Bailey says, I wonder if set 14 will either have a bunch of iconic cards or if they will have a bunch of reverses. I think it could be a mix. It could be like half or three, or one Link Joker, 2 reverse clans, and then 2 good clans. So reverse clans, I think Link Joker, obviously Link Joker. Reverse clans, probably Angel Feather and Royal Paladin. And for good clans, it's probably Gold Paladin plus Dimension Police or Genesis. It's probably going to be a mix of these 4 to 6, I think. But of course, it's not based on nothing, right? So you never know what they're going to do. Darth Lemon says, hype for Zeal coming back to the TCG. Not different fight, he's not. But Zeal is honestly pretty sick. I thought they'd be Enigma, right? But X says, and no one used them after Legion. Yeah. Permanent Bailey, set 13 is a sleeper set. I do think so. I mean, JP players have been ranking it pretty high. Do I agree with it? I didn't playtest it. So I don't know if I can comment, but I do think that the set has potential. And as Mental Breakdown says, probably going to give reverse a buff like gain a crit and minus 10k with lock 2. With Dayusha reverse? Yeah, I think that'd be nice. For Billy, it would be better if the anniversary had the really popular cards so you could go hard. Heal again? Could go hard and still build everything. The positive for it is it does give you the key cards. Like, for example, Pale Moon, it's still giving you Luki, it's still giving you Dreamy Fortress. Just slipped over my head. But rolling the anniversary gacha is not going to give you the core, right? You're still going to need to roll the set banners or the clan banners to get the core. So I actually argue that the anniversary gacha is a bad sign. And I also argue that what they're doing right now with forcing you to open certain packs, certain sets with the packs that they give out for free for returning players and new players is also a really bad sign. But again, we'll have to see. I think what it means is if people are okay with it, maybe they'll roll with it. Make you have to open certain sets. Make it difficult to save packs. And it will definitely hurt the free-to-play player experience significantly. Prestige says, imagine they implement the Quinton Wall as a perfect guard that has you filtering your deck. Imagine the trigger stack that's going to happen. Yeah, that'd be insane. A man has mental breakdown. There's no way survive this last attack with one card in hand. Yeah. That's that scene in the anime. It says, they made a brand new Cable Sheep artwork so Great Nature can have the new PGs because Great Nature didn't have any additional Sentinel until G era with the countercharge PG. Something else is that they used the Granblue trial deck, Ghosties, for the Granblue Reverse clan event. So that's interesting, and it's neat to have an alt art for Cable Sheep. Permanent Bailey says, I hate it when there's 6 clans in one set. That's just too big of a card pool. Did that ever happen in Global? I mean, yes, technically yes, but not 6 like raid up clans, right? Like not the way we have it right now. I think at most it's like 5 clans. So V says, I heard Granblue Reverse already got released in JP story mode and its effect is not that good. One thing to note is that, for example, Tachikaze was released in story mode, but they changed it before it got released. And a lot of cards actually have these minuscule changes before the clan event or the actual card came out to the game for the players. So cross your fingers, keep hope alive. X says, it took forever for Bushi to figure out 4 clans per set is a good amount. For the TCG, yeah. Manus Mental Breakdown says, what happened to Gordon, the OP intercept to get extra 5k when another unit? Oh my god, yeah, where did Gordon go? Gordon was a set 2 card in the TCG. People were interested in that. We're gonna blast one more so that our rearguard column can hit 22, which shouldn't really make a big difference, but hey, it's just a force of habit, I suppose. Pew! Easy game. X has they used to cram 6 to 8 clans in a single set. It resulted in the popular clans hugging all the slots and the non-main characters only getting table scraps. Like, I mean, you know, even in Zero it happens, right? With Narukami getting like 5 cards in set 11. So yeah, by the way, everyone, I will be doing a set overview for set 11. It will be released on Thursday, so subscribe if you want to check that out the moment it gets released. So yeah. And remember to give this video a like if you enjoy it. So it could help me out, definitely help me out. And I appreciate it. Same for Great Nature, 4 clans per set makes it so every clan has enough room to get stuff, definitely. Mark Andy says, sup Entropy, I had the bell notif on, but it was, yeah, I don't know what's up with YouTube. Like, I'm not really, I thought the bell would be enough, right? Like, that sucks, but I appreciate you coming over, and I'll try to figure out if there's any other way. Maybe it's time to open like a Facebook page or an Instagram and like, or something, or like what kind of social media do you all use most commonly these days? Should I get started on Twitter? I don't know. Rommel says they could have gone with a better idea with the anniversary gacha, like a triple rare pack. It's too diluted, is my comment to the anniversary pack. Prestige says they pretty much can't add Gordon unless they want a 14k rearguard on your opponent's turn, since that's pretty much the only way Gordon could have been added. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They could have made it more extreme, like 5k on your turn and then 15k on your opponent's turn. But I don't know. I think it might be too early, especially back then, when not all clans had like front row retires. So Skylark says, where's Daigo fight skin? I really want it. So funny thing about Daigo is that he used to be part of the story in season 2. Like he actually appeared in Sai, like the shop Sai, but they cut him out from the Vanguard Zero story. So that's really interesting. Probably because they either couldn't get Daigo to agree to coming in, or they didn't want to pay him for it. So he says, I hope they get a chance to change it to lock 2 to replace the back row. To replace the back row? I don't know which card you were talking about, but get back. You can get back to me. I'll try to get back to you. Heal trigger? Nope. Haram Bailey, I'm really trying to grind out for the 4 SP Suisei, but I don't think I can get it. It's hard. It's hard. Right? Assuming you don't pull a single one, which is pretty reasonable, right? It's a 0.01% hit rate. You're going to have to get like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 medals, which adds up to 9k. And then I think I did the math roughly. Assuming you don't do character fights, you only do rank fights, you have to win around 330 games. So that's pretty unreasonable. And it's a bit difficult. And this is why for the next HoloLive event, we're no longer doing gacha. As long as you hit the target, you get all the 4 copies. For the better. But what that means is it's not patched for Suisei. So you gotta go waifu for laifu and start spending gems. Is what I suggest to do if you really want them. Man has mental breakdown says they probably would not add Quentin like how Gordon also gone from existence. Yeah. Who Gordon who? Hokumo, oh, how's it going? I think you're a new face around here, or new name around here. No face here other than mine. But yeah, welcome to Entropy. Max says as soon as we move away from Limerick, there's no reason to use the current PGs, but I doubt people would. Doubt they'd want people to go back to the old PG. Do we want to put them to 4? I guess it's fine. And then, so the theory that quantum worlds are made into new PGs does make more sense. Maybe. Mark says, you said you were going to talk about the Daigo movie. Oh, yes, the Daigo movie. Okay. It sucked. Hey, excuse me. It was good. It was fun. It was okay. I can't say it's good, but it's fun. All right, so the official title of the movie is called Vanguard, Cardfight Vanguard movie, 3 games. Wait, was it? No, it's called Stand Up Vanguard. There's two. There were 2 movies. This is the one I like. Stand Up Vanguard. The first Vanguard movie was pretty solid. It basically follows the plotline for season 1. Ish, with the season 1 cards, obviously. It has Daigo as an English foreign teacher come tutor this kid. This kid plays Kagero, obviously it plays the end meta deck, and then Daigo's like, ooh, card game, let's bond with the kid, and he plays MLB. So then they join a tournament. There's like 2 people in universe. Vanguard is a team, you know, three party. It's a team tournament, so you need 3 players, and then so they recruit Daigo's like friend, teacher / crush, whatever, and obviously she loses. Daigo wins his game against Evil Tutor, and then the kid tries to fight against the opponent playing Shadow Paladin. So, I mean, it was pretty neat. I think I did a really bad summary of it. Well, basically, it's like the same. It's like main character clans versus evil antagonist clans. Main characters include female, who plays OTT, Daigo, who plays LMOB, and Kid, who plays Kagero, and the opponents was like Unknown, Murakumo, and Shadow Paladin. And Shadow Paladin won. So, I like the movie. To be very biased, yes, I like the movie. Should have played Death Scythe there. That's a misplay. Because next turn is probably a Descendant turn. And I'd rather have more Eradicator names in hand, especially since I am going to retire Great Tour less anyways. With that said, I can still play it next turn, so no biggie, no biggie. X says, I want a new meta without the dependent so much on Limit Break. That soon. I mean, in a year, but in less than a year, I'd say. So don't worry too much about it. I don't think a lot of people, you know, the players before the Limit Break or the Break Ride era really liked it, like the Break Ride era, because it's a bit slower, and the game is actually getting more complicated. I think that's a barrier. So V says Ramio reverse. Its effect is to lock 2 to replace an opponent's card with a card in their damage zone with priority to back row. Oh yeah, that's not good. That's not good. I'm sure they'll fix it. Mana's Mental Breakdown says Daigo and Gorgon's not snapped from existence. Alternate timeline. X says Limit Break only goes up to Break Ride era, but then it becomes Legion for about 4 minutes. 4 minutes. It's like 2 sets. Usually you get like 5 sets, 5 TCG sets, main sets, with extra boosters and trial decks. Legion had 2 sets. So just put that into perspective. Peppermint Bailey says the one live action movie. Apparently there were 2. So that's neat. X says they tried merging multiple sets into one and went by too quick. Yeah. Anthony says I need a non-Limit Break dependent meta. You can still play MLB if you want to play MLB. Peppermint Bailey, yeah, I remember watching that like 5 years ago. It was pretty okay. Honestly, it was pretty solid. Matt has Mental Breakdown. What? I go double crit with MLB against evil Miracle player. Opponent went from 2 to 6. They didn't even get to use the Mega Blast. Bro, Evil Tutor was like big brain energy, right? Playing Mega Blast Miracle, jeez. X says it was really funny how the evil teacher had a mental breakdown after losing and ran away crying. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. It's all like it's all jokes, right? Like if you're playing Vanguard and you expected something like super serious, then we're playing the wrong game. I think it's nice that Bushiroad can like laugh at themselves. I think it's nice. Juan Gonzalez, hi Entropy. I mean that's me. Hey Gonzalez. I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks. Like someone else talked about it too. But thanks for coming over. Mana's Mental Breakdown and Cairo Kid at the end fails because Shadow Paladin dude used OP Cannon Blast 3 and Persona Blast to murder him. Bro, they're trying to sell cards, okay? You know, obviously you have to play the cards from the new set, right? Like, rarity matters, kids. Remember, get the triple rare cards. Because rare Mega Blast is bad. And if you lose with that card, you're gonna cry. So we don't want that. Go buy new cards. Go buy MLB. Prestige says, yeah, Death Slice top up would have been better. Yeah. Definitely misplay. Anthony says, you'll get that in Legion onwards. Yep. What is this movie again? And where can I watch it all? It is called, okay, so the original one is called, I'll put the link in here again. So original movie. Here. And then there's apparently a sequel. And I remember seeing the original movie on YouTube, actually. I don't know if it's still on YouTube, but I'm sure you can find some sites for it. Oh, it's gone? Oh, that sucks. Oh, I'll try and see what I can find. I don't think it's I think we might get caught on YouTube, because like Facebook, if you try to send like streaming sites, they stop you from doing that. So I don't know if you can do that on YouTube, but why there are 2 movies for Vanguard? Why just remember only one? I didn't know there was a sequel too, so I have to check that out. Apparently it came out with the Vanguard anime movie, Neon Messiah, the end of the Legion era. So I wonder if Grade 2 gaming will be a thing in Zero. Grade 2 gaming with strides? Maybe. Man has Mental Breakdown says, I never knew another live action exists, but Neo Messiah was really cool. The animation was sick. And Tony says, actually, I'm playing in Complete Liberators and fun. Got to Legend 4. That's good. Gotta start with having fun, and Liberators is definitely super fun. Nice tank crush early game, recover mid game, and then go for late game again. Super fun. Peppermint Billy says the evil tutor acting was pretty bad in that scene. Well, it's so bad it's good, right? It's one of those like so bad it's good. What Vanguard movie are you talking about? I was seeing the Asia circuit right now. Well, there's two. I liked it there, but don't know where you can find it. If I do find it, maybe I can hit you all up. X says Legion Era's meta was a mess, but there were some cool, interesting decks in between. Yeah, there were. Like, definitely. I really liked Witches. So if anyone was asking for that, then that's my answer. I really liked Witches. Don't know if we want to give our opponent break red. I don't think so. I'm not comfortable with it. Let's stall for one turn. Keep it easy. Megaloblasts are too cost heavy. We only use them in set one only. Mr. Invincible, friends. Not because of the Mega Blast, but because of the unflip. Counter Charge was a premium, and you just spam Dragonic Overlord. So good. Still fun. Amanda has mental breakdown. Does anyone know what happens in the sequel? I am interested too. X says the best Mega Blast card was CO Amaterasu, and no one used it for the Mega Blast. No, I challenge you that. Mr. Invincible, best Mega Blast unit. Are we getting damage denied? There's no way we can win though. Alright, we're playing the turtle game. Juan Gonzalez, they confirmed Legion in the last stream. They did. Yeah. Theodore, what you doing? Playing some Vanguard Zero. What you doing? Other than watching the stream, which is pretty cool for you, So, when I searched Vanguard live action movie, I got Jackie Chan's Vanguard movie. Yeah, it's funny that they made a movie called Vanguard. Peppermint Bailey, I really hope that they can improve the Legion era in Zero because it really did have some cool decks. And I do feel confident about it because if you think about it in terms of business, right? Obviously, they want to keep more content running. Like, they rushed Season 1 and Season 2, but they were like, oh shit, we actually have players for this game? Oh, big brain time. Gotta stretch this out for Season 3. And there are only so many seasons, right? And obviously the pace of Zero is faster than the TCG. So they're gonna hit the brakes and try to stall for time. So I definitely do think that they will they will take their time with Legion. I do think. There were two witches, the Shadow Paladin and Genesis. Obviously Shadow Paladin, right? Did the Genesis witches ever see play? Ooh, I actually mentioned them in the next set overview. So check them out. I used Mr. Invincible in Zero, and yes, best Mega Blast unit, OP restand all. Super fun. Prestige, ooh, getting into this pit. Pacifica, best Mega Blast. Gotta rep the Bermuda Triangles, that's fair. Anthony says, why Bushido skip the Spanish countries for the game is an internal question for me. I would like to know too. I think definitely better to have more people that... Okay, we have to go for face. We have Descendant. We can pop 2 PGs. We have a chance. Alright, things are going our way. Can we make it happen? X says, Zero did make it easier to activate Mega Blast. That is true. That is true. But... Yeah. Yeah, definitely. X says, I'm from a Spanish country, but we use English cards fine. Oh, okay. Interesting. Not really familiar with early Vanguard days outside Asia, so can't really comment on that. And we drove into a PG, so that's good. Boybuster says Pacifica does call units in deck to defend, so yeah, better. It's better in Vanguard Zero, but in terms of iconicness, Mr. Invincible in the TCG was definitely very, very cool. A man has mental breakdown says Mr. Invincible can be used on rearguard. Perfect riser double crit attack. But if you Mr. Invincible Mega Blast, wouldn't you get rid of the crit for Perfect Riser? Question mark. Boybuster includes attack 2 more times. In the TCG, Mega Blast was so big that most Mega Blast cards were not used, only used for the alternate effects like countercharging with Mr. Invincible or Foresight with Amaterasu. Theodore said, "Oh, nice that you're done with your first semester test. I am ramping up to my finals, so that is why I might not be as active as usual for the next few weeks, but I'll try my best." It says in the TCG, Mega Blast cost was so big that most Mega Blast cards were only used for the alternate effects like Amaterasu's for. Yeah, I read that. That was dumb. Imagine Jackie Chan plays Vanguard. Dude, Jackie Chan versus Daigo, sign me up. Lol, I don't see any Vanguard in my country, that's a shame. But thank God we have Vanguard Zero, right? Juan Gonzalez said that would be cool, not gonna lie. Even if Bushiro leaked the release of Legion arc, we still have the Link Joker arc going for 2 to 4 sets left. Yeah, definitely. Gotta get rid of these non-eradicator use. Do we misplay? Still have 2 triggers. Alright, we win. Alright, hopefully they don't hit double kill, because that would be really unfortunate. X says Yu-Gi-Oh! Has some pretty bad Spanish translations, and Bushi constantly misprints stuff in English, so I can imagine. I mean, yeah. And the first thing that I see from the franchise was the G series. Oh, that sucks. I think Classic was Classic for a reason. Alright. Let's play one last game. Okay, let's just I think that's I think it's time for me to stop. I need to go rehearse my lines for tomorrow. Let's open some packs. Let's open some packs. Oh, we have some stamina. We can do that. Pepper Bailey asks, what is my favorite season of Vanguard? My favorite season of Vanguard is probably gonna be. I don't know who you are. I don't even know you. Quoting Thanos. Favorite season is probably gonna be season 1, followed by season 3. I love the shift in tone in season 3. I love having, you know, reverse as an idea, and yeah. Man has mental breakdown. You like season 3? Yeah, I think season 3 is classic. Gives a lot of meme moments, like, you know, Kyo throwing cards at zombies too. So instead of playing card fights, you know, you're unlocking people by throwing cards at them. Like, go away. It says we're stuck to having to learn basic English for that. Yeah. Honestly, it's dry due to new animations, though Asia Circuit is still fun for the best highlight match being Ren versus Kota. Yeah, that's definitely a very iconic match. Juan Gonzalez says Legion arc and the end of Link Joker was the best in my opinion. They were all really good. They were all super solid. But G Era Season 1 was probably the worst for me. Not gonna lie, I didn't think they did a good job introducing the new characters. And if you were anime only and couldn't see the movie, like most of us foreigners, it's going to be quite a bit confusing with Ibuki playing such a pivotal role. So yeah, so I guess that is basically it for this stream. I'm gonna take a little break, refresh, sleep a bit early, get myself ready, and yeah, let's see what else is there. Anthony says, why people hate the G series? Only the first 10 chapters. I don't understand anything, but I like the game, and then the Spanish Duel Links YouTube were uploaded to 0. I think G series became more expensive, and the game got more complicated, and that's not the selling point of Vanguard. Vanguard's about its simplicity, right? It's about being fun enough, entertaining enough, but still having a little bit more luck than other games, in my opinion, that makes it more interesting, more exciting. But in G era, it was all about, you know, really long combos and stuff like that. And I personally know a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players that shifted to Vanguard because Vanguard was more refreshing and simple. But you know, because G-Era shifted into that Yu-Gi-Oh-esque playstyle where you're just setting up combos, a lot of people got turned off for that. But I mean, it's to each their own. If you want more complicated gameplay, then G-Era with strides and everything, there's a lot more tools in the box. Definitely interesting. But I think, you know, especially with the rarities, like some cards was like 1 per carton, like out of 30 boxes, and that's a bit too ridiculous for people to invest in. So I think that's definitely one of the major turning points of the game as well, when a lot of people lost interest because of the rates. Mark Andy says, Season 3 of Vanguard was the most real high school arc in card games. I never even had a card game club in high school, so I don't know if people can relate to it, but having that tournament kind of saga and, like, you know, training with other friends and other teams is definitely really a true experience as well. Ren throwing cards at people in F. Yes, they referenced it. Peppermint Bailey says, yeah, my favorite in terms of the anime is the 3rd season. Had a lot of epic arcs, a lot of roller coasters, right? Legit school life before going to Link Joker. Yeah, it's nice. It's slice of life. X says, the first episode of Jiro didn't actually have card fights until around episode 15. And the finale of the season, the final season was terrible with Gize. Gize was didn't even stay to watch that, but yeah, Ibuki kind of jumps in, and it's weird if you didn't. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of weird, right? So many meme moments in V series animes like Quality Zombies, little like Ibuki fighting. V reboot is it's not classic. I think it tried to piggyback on it, and it didn't do as great of a job. Gize was a really bad villain. He didn't do much. Yeah, he didn't really do much. Prestige says, then there's a V combo where every deck is a combo deck unless you play Force Clans. That is true. That is true. Is it good to simplify? Simplify too much? I don't know. But in terms of like release schedules and all that, you know, releasing only 4 clans per set, I think they're already getting a lot more. They're fine tuning it, and hopefully with Overus we see another level of improvements with that. Juan Gonzalez says, GRL was crazy, confusing, and the show was all over the place in opinion. Yeah, like, the GRL show didn't really reflect the actual game anymore. In terms of how the game really functions meta-wise. So, that was another problem, in my opinion, as well. Anthony says, Yu-Gi-Oh! You can do anything on turn 1 or breaking like hell. Vanguard, Ride, or Triggers. Well, yeah. The good thing is, like, in Vanguard, at least you get 3 turns of gameplay before things go crazy, right? So, and why were all 3 protagonists fighting Gize? Yeah, that was. But I like the Chaos Striker Dragon arc though. I like that CBD arc with Aichi and Kai. It's nice to see them back together. 2v1. Permanent Bailey says, but a lot of people love the G-Era because it was very complicated and it was rewarding, and punished you for misplaying. And even now, I know a lot of people that really like Premium. So, I mean, it just really depends on their target audience, and separating that, I think, is segmenting them and being able to reach both of them is definitely a positive. A lot of people thought that Premium wasn't going to get support, but we still get those, like, you know, extra sets that primarily support premium with strides and all that. So good job, Bushiroad. I think they can do a better job, but it's pretty good already. Axel is the closest to Combo X, but even then, those are simpler than late G, definitely. Can someone summarize the movie after Legion arc? Someone do that. I'm losing my voice. It says another problem with G was Chrono's character arc ended after the 3rd season, and they were just trying to figure out what to do with them. Yeah, I kind of agree. I do like the prequel content though with the Shinemon arc in V. Definitely does give Chrono a little bit more depth, which I think is a positive. I think it's very nice. Peppermint, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player, and the thing is reading the text, so that's why I play Zero. Zero is simple. Zero is simple. Then as Mental Breakdown says, the movie starts with Ibuki and Ren fighting, and then Ren decks out, Ren's deck gets deleted, turns into a black card. Ibuki deletes decks. They go into a tournament because tournament arc is always nice, and then Blaster Blade dies, and she's like, "Oh no, Blaster Blade! Oh!" And then things happen, and then they fight Ibuki again, and then they win. So, and then Ibuki is like, "Repent! Oh no, it was a bad thing to delete stuff." And then we go fast forward into the future with G. A few years later, Ibuki is playing Messiah now. Good Link Jokers that focuses on unlocking rather than locking, and he gives Chrono Gear Chronicle. So there's that. Anthony says, why they kill Blaster Dark? He's edgy and cool. I know, right? That's so unfair. To be fair though, Ren did beat Kote in season 1 on grade 2 Blaster Dark. So there's something. That's something. And the movie is basically the reboot. It's basically Vanguard If, right? The Vanguard If arc is about Ibuki repenting. So, all right, that is all for today. Thank you all for joining in. I guess this was an Eradicator stream, and winning games stream. We ranked up, we had fun, and we rolled some gacha for waifu. No SP today, but it was good. So, thank you all for tuning in for this short stream. Hope everyone has a good week, and do stay tuned, do subscribe, and look forward to the set overview on Thursday. I do think that's like probably the most popular type of video on the channel, so probably the most valuable as well, because it lets everyone prepare for the new set. Check out what key cards there are probably going to be, dice events, clan events, all that good stuff, banners and all. So everything you need for the next set will be there. And if you have any questions, of course, comment down below. I try to reply to every single comment, as you all know, and I really appreciate it. So have a good evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you may be, and I am out. Bye.